Ho, 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 and welcome to the Daniel Saul Show. There's a lot of sports to talk about here today, yo. So let's go! Here we go with another episode of the Daniel Saul Show. Today, we're going to march right into the end zone. Here talking about the NFL and football. Let's get started with the question. Boom. Who should win the NFL MVP? Well, I'm going to tell you one thing. You got the top 8. You got C.J. Stroud, Lamar Jackson, Tua Tagovailoa, Tyreek Hill, Patrick Mahomes, Jalen Hurts, Brock Purdy, and Dak Prescott. Those are the people that are going to be in the race of the MVP award. And for me, I'll look at it in a few different ways. Before, I said that Dak Prescott shouldn't win the MVP because his team didn't beat any good teams. They didn't beat anybody good. The Cowboys played horrible teams that had losing records, and they played the Seahawks and beat them, and that was about it at that point. But then they go on to completely obliterate the Eagles. They obliterated the Eagles. So, because of that, and what Dak has done since they lost to the 49ers, what he has been able to do, and his performance throughout everything, I have to give him the benefit of the doubt and say that he should win the MVP. I don't agree with how the MVP works because it's really just like who has the most hype this season, which is really what the MVP is. Because Brock Purdy in no world is the most valuable football player. To me, the most valuable football player, the most valuable player in any league means you are the best in the league that season. That means, without a doubt, if you were to be traded, you would be the number one person that anybody would want to get on their team. I am so sorry, but Brock Purdy is not more valuable than Lamar Jackson. Good Lord, I even said it. He's not even more valuable than Lamar Jackson. He's not more valuable than Patrick Mahomes, without a doubt. This isn't even a discussion. I don't want to talk about that. He's not more valuable than Jalen Hurts. He's not more valuable than Dak Prescott. He's not even more valuable than his own teammate, which is his running back. McCaffrey is a better overall football player than Brock Purdy. If I had to get one of them on my team, if I was drafting a team that are players in the NFL right now, I would grab Mahomes as my quarterback, McCaffrey as my running back, and then, that's a different discussion for a different day, but I'm just saying, if you're talking about the most valuable player on his own damn team, it's Christian McCaffrey, which should also be in this MVP discussion. Let's make that very clear. But if you're talking about quarterbacks, because it's basically a quarterback award, Dak Prescott has performed the best this season. That also, to me, doesn't mean that he's the best player. But because that's how the MVP award works, it's really just who played the best this season as a quarterback. You got to give it to Dak Prescott. That's who the MVP should go to. That's what the MVP should go to. It should go to Dak Prescott. That is my pick. And people want to say, Tyreek Hill. I'm so sorry, guys. But if it wasn't for his speed, nobody would talk about him. Everybody's fast in the NFL. You have those 0.1% of people that are that fast, like Tyreek Hill. He's not a great receiver whatsoever. He is not a good receiver. I don't want to hear that he's that great. He might be number 8 on the top 10 list when it comes to receivers. Because if I had to take receivers over him right now, I would take CeeDee Lamb, A.J. Brown, Stephon Diggs. I would take Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, all over Tyreek Hill. I just would. I would not take Tyreek Hill over those guys. I would even take Deebo Samuel over Tyreek Hill. I just would. I don't think Tyreek Hill deserves to be in this conversation. I don't really care what anybody says. I don't care about the numbers. I care about what I'm watching in the eye test, and the eye test does not tell me he's an MVP. I mean, none of those receivers really tell me that they're MVP either. I'm just telling you a simple fact that I feel like he's not even the best at his own position, so I don't feel like he even deserves to be in this conversation. So, like I said, my pick is Dak Prescott or Jalen Hurts. I wouldn't be mad if Jalen Hurts won, but I just think it's very hard to make him the MVP and give him the edge over Dak Prescott after that obliteration that he gave the Eagles. And yeah, you could say, well, they're 1-1 in the regular season, but the Cowboys barely lost to the Eagles, and then the second go around, the Cowboys absolutely demolished the Eagles. So obviously the Eagles need to do some work, and Jalen Hurts did not outperform Dak Prescott. So that's really what it's about. And I'm Daniel Sauls, the host of the Daniel Sauls Show. And I'll be back with another video for y'all guys very soon on my channel. If you like this video, like it, subscribe, comment, let me know what you think. And you should come back to see more greatness and the best takes from yours truly. Peace out, y'all.